This is the banks of the Saraswati river. This bund is the river bank, the river bund. After this, you got the flat of the river going for kilometers all sides. So this is the river flow path of one of the distributaries of the Saraswati Nadi. It flows down all the way into the Saurashtra region to the Arabian Sea. So it flows in like this, and there is a temple there built inside the river with boating berths. Inside the river, temples are built with boating berths. So as a temple, as well as for people to spend their evenings in cool atmospheres among the waters. And it was from here that a channel was cut and the river water was taken through the Sahasralinga Sarovar. This is the erstwhile Saraswati river bed. From this river, the water was collected and taken through this canal, through this feeder canal to the Sahasralinga Sarovar, and there it was stored, and from there further taken in feeder canals right through all the way up to the Rani Ka Vav. So this Saraswati river was feeding this Sahasralinga Sarovar and Rani Ka Vav even as recent as 1000 years back. This is the flat river bed, and from that river bed we come to the river bank. When we watch the river bank, we see that it goes to a height of about 25 to 30 feet, which shows that the river flowing full was to a height of about 25 to 30 feet. The river was that wide here. This river bed was a couple of kilometers it's flat, which clearly indicates that this river was that many kilometers wide. It was not a small monsoon stream, but a wide river that flowed copiously. I'm just climbing up this dry river bank. Remnants of the dry silt of the riverbed. This is the Himalayan derived riverine silt. There is a river, and this is the bank of the Saraswati Nadi. The one more proof that this is the Saraswati river is the soil. Very thin, dusty soil. This is the Himalayan derived riverine soil. It's the same soil that you see here along the Saraswati river bed. This is the same soil that we saw about 80 kilometers north of the Kurukshetra near Adibadri, where again the Saraswati river, the then flowing Saraswati river, flows down from the Shivalik range of Himalayas. It's the same thin soil that you see there in Adibadri, the same soil that you see at Kurukshetra, the same soil that you are seeing here at Patan in Gujarat. This shows that along this river bed, it is the same soil that is there along this same river bed. Hydrologically, if we see, in the once flowing bed of the Saraswati river, whenever we draw water through bore wells, we get water at very shallow depths. And as in this river, water is flowing subterraneanly, continuously from the Himalaya. In this river bed, the water is recharged year after year, every year. One, because of the gradient, you have monsoon rains which are collected and soaks in. As well, you have the recharge annually of the subterranean flow of water, because of which when you dig in bore wells, when you sink in bore wells in this area, there is copious water that's coming out at relatively shallow depths. Which is why, as we can see in the background, a borewell is now being dug to draw out water for agriculture inside the river bed of the once flowing Saraswati river. The sunset on the flowing Saraswati river over a couple of thousand years back. But we today can again, with our knowledge of this river, modern technology, satellite mapping, hydrology and other such factors, revive this river back to its pristine old glory, so that this civilization has the waters once again for its succor, for its nourishment, so that this civilization can flourish once again as it flourished in the days of yore.